Toyota Wars. Chad versus Libya. 87. Intervening in the Chad civil war, Muammar Al-Quaddafi sent his army into Chad to back up the rebel NLF Army. At first the rebels welcomed the help from Libya, but eventually the relationship soured as even the rebels saw the Libyan army as invaders, not friends. Backed by Western countries, the United Chad forces struck back at the Libyan army with Toyota trucks mounting anti-tank missiles. Okay, I don't mind extra experience with anti-tank missiles. I think they're best used in basically swarms. You don't want to if you don't want to be in a situation where you only have a couple of missiles against a lot of enemies. It won't work. You need to have more missile launching platforms than you have enemies, preferably. Alternatively, you need to provide a lot of distractions. Okay, probably a short mission. 12 length, visibility 63. The shitty platforms do have a downside. They require good visibility. They're practically worthless at low visibility values. The advantage of having a high-tech vehicle is that it'll have a vision value that's something respectable. So low visibility does not affect those vehicles. They will blind infantry in it totally. Milan. This is more or less like the This is pretty much exactly like the unit we just had. It has 20 less range, which doesn't matter too much, but it's also costs like 20% of the other missile platform. I'd rather take 5 of these than I would take a single one of the more expensive ones. They're not worth the cost. There's nothing in it that's worth the cost. This has an extra hand grenade to boot. Oh, we have Tau Jeeps and nothing but Tau Jeeps, pretty much. Okay. No, we have recoilless rifle Jeeps and a machine gun Jeep. And Milan Jeeps. What's different about Taus? It's basically another missile platform, but it has a 60 range. Right. It's also much more expensive. We have about 20 shots for these, though, a longer range. Don't think this is worth it. They also have the longer range. These are also fairly small in size, so they would be hard to hit by certain type of units. Ooh, we are defending, sort of. Okay, I don't really get what we're supposed to do. Range of 20, range of 10. So, attack them as they come through the town here. Also, these guys have like 3 shots. Call this rifle, of course. I'm not sure any of you guys react to anything. Right, these are mostly hidden. Not sure that's a good idea. Why is your range 60 when you have a weapon that's range 40? Maybe you're supposed to let them come close enough and then try to do something. Not sure if that's a great idea. We'll keep these guys hidden. Although, Tau jeeps, these have great range. I'll send a couple of recoilless rifle jeeps to try to go toward the town. See what happens. P-55s, not bad. BMP-1s. I guess Libya learned its lesson. Good gun, good missiles, decent armor. They have rifle squads inside and a machine gun. So who's gonna start the fun? I was hoping to provoke them into doing something. I guess they've moved so much that they really can. Machine gun G. This is our command unit, so I'm not sure I want to keep it here. Okay. Mr. Tauji. Much more worried about the BMPs than anything else. How are you supposed to get any kills with these? They're never hitting anything. 99% chance I've shot at least 5 times into that group. Nothing. Not a fucking thing. And if we move, we cannot fire. At least with some of these. Chance of hit drops dramatically. This might probably be the realistic chance to hit. Although I doubt it. I've shot so many times and just nothing. I don't... Yeah, I know the first shot has a reduced chance of hit, but still... At least I have the feeling this is supposed to be somewhat useful weapon system, but I don't see the use. Yeah, they never miss. They never fucking miss. Is it because they have a cannon in front, so they basically shoot with other weapons first? Now they're missing. I just don't get it. Nothing satisfactorily explains it, that's the thing. I can... there are explanations why the accuracy drops, or isn't quite what you expected. But there's not a sufficient explanation of why it's as shitty as it tends to be. No, it's... Well, to be fair, it's not just the cannons. I mean the missiles, it's the cannons too. Nothing hits. Not a fucking thing. I've definitely soured on the missile systems on the vehicles. I don't have this much trouble with the infantry versions. But the vehicle ones, I don't see how these are worth anything. They never hit. I've probably pumped closer to 20 missiles at these targets. Nothing hits. Not a goddamn thing. Can't fire. I don't care what we shoot, just shoot at something, try to hit them. What does it matter if we have 100 missiles on these? I can't fire. Can't fire. Right. I can see how this is supposed to go in theory, but we never hit, not with even our missiles. Then we get slaughtered. It doesn't matter what the opponent really is. Yeah. How many shots? Probably around 6 dozen. They got maybe 4 hits, 4 kills. I've shot around 20 guided missiles at them. I've had 0 hits. How in the fucking hell are you supposed to win anything with these type of units? Doesn't matter what we shoot at, it just doesn't hit. I don't see a particular point in trying to cherry pick targets either, because again, it's totally insignificant. Even if they would stand still and let us fire all our missiles, we would not have enough ammunition anymore to kill them. That's the current situation. I don't get the missiles. I do not get them. How are you supposed to effectively operate this system? Now we have 5% chance of hitting. This seems like the chance we regularly have, but I don't get why... What the fuck are we seeing? 44%? Yeah, but why are we never hitting? 44 is very high. Actually, we only get a single shot, so... But still, it's... I think 5% is probably much more accurate. Holy shit, we hit something. The good thing about the missiles is that when you actually hit, they do tend to get kills quite often. Still need to hit though. 99%. What was the deep... Yeah. 99% my ass. This guy got shot with a couple of 99% shots. Nothing. It's definitely not 99%. Seem to be more or less content on doing nothing. I think this is gonna be moderate defeat. Moderate because we can cause significant amount of casualties if we get to use all our missiles. We're running out, so we can't get all that much damage done anymore. But the tanks are expensive. So there's gonna be a price to pay. Right. You can't fire anymore. Always a classic. Yeah, they're more or less just slowly moving toward their targets. We're firing at targets that are totally irrelevant to this mission at this point. Still, a kill is a kill, and since we have no chance of really making any offensive maneuvers or stopping their progress, we might as well go for any kills we can take. They don't even care about us anymore. Yay. I don't think I will go anymore, to cover anymore. It doesn't matter, it's kind of ended on the next turn anyway. There's some kind of a thing that I don't know how to compensate for or take into account with these. And I'm not satisfied with the fact that it's the first shot, so it's more inaccurate. I don't think that doesn't explain it fully. There's something else. I think it might have something to do with similar things to the tanks. They just don't work well in certain situations. Maybe the targets move too much or things like that. Something that's not immediately obvious. You just have to be aware of it. Yeah, even if we're shooting at the same target over and over again, the chances of hitting aren't exactly great. And the amount of missiles we've spent shooting at these, there's no way in hell that's even remotely close to something like 50%. Just no way. Let alone the 99%. That's just a pure fiction. It's the old tank weapon guns that are much more accurate than the modern guided missile systems. There's just something wrong with that. Suppression could be one thing, but these guys don't have suppression either, so that's not a sufficient explanation. Mobility is certainly one thing. That's pretty much impossible to deny. Wish they would just retake the flags. There's like 3 shots at maximum and their tanks will kill us. At ranges where a dozen missiles can't kill a target. This has been a static target now for a while. and we just can't hit it. The same target, the same guided missile system is firing at it, we just can't hit it. It's 99% accuracy, just can't hit it. So what the fuck is it then? What is the thing that I can't see? That this is a moderate defeat because of I think the value of the kills we got is higher than what they have. Minor defeat with moderate losses, right? I don't like the anti-tank missile vehicles. If that's all you have, you're basically fucked. You're just so fucked. And I'm not sure what it is. I think it's the number of shots that does it. Somehow. Even if you have two, you are massively more useful than a unit that can only fire once. With infantry it doesn't matter so much because they're always a bit disposable. But the thing is, an infantry squad, a Milan squad, would be much harder to hit and would still be equally worthless. And that's at worst. More likely, would have been more effective because you would have been much harder to actually kill. And you could have afforded a lot of distraction units if you don't want to take more anti-tank units. Something to draw the fire a little bit to hold them still so they can't just overrun you easily. So I don't get the missile vehicles, the ones where you have an anti-tank missile that never hits anything. And if someone shoots in your general direction or you move a little bit, that you can't fire it anymore. It is a terrible weapon system. It has mobility and it has a potential to take down tank. I can see it in a situation where you basically would go right next to the target and just blast it away. Because I had two recoilless rifle jeeps like 2 hexes away from a tank, and I got 0 hits on them with 6 shots. Basically the units don't work at all. At all. Not even remotely. In the BMPs, I think they work the best. As it basically, you have a combat vehicle that has anti-tank missile as an addition to other fighting capabilities. Then it's a solid unit with a lot of flexibility at various ranges. That works. But the dedicated missile launcher platform is a waste of points.